So the first step is to simply restart a computer. Do not ignore this step. Just restart a computer once, and after the system restart, launch the game and then check. Next step is to change the desktop resolution to 1920 into 1080p, or you can even try different resolution. Now, so you can go to settings and then go to system and then go to display. Now over here, select 1920 into 1080p, and then now you can launch the game and then check. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So you can try this. You can even try different resolutions. So you can again go to display. Now if you have any higher resolution like 4K resolution, you can select 4K resolution and then launch the game. You can even lower down resolution and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to change the scale to 100%. Now for this, again open settings and then go to system, display, and over here if this is set to 150, 175, you can set it to 100. You can select 100 and then launch the game. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Also change the high DPI settings. Now for this, go to the game installation folder. So make a right click on the game on Steam and then select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Now over here you can see the game.exe file. Make a right click on the game.exe file and then select properties and go to the second tab over here and then click on change high DPI settings. Put a check over here and then put a check over here which says override high DPI scaling behavior and select application and then click on OK, click on apply, click on OK. Now launch the game. Now still you're facing the problem. In that case, you can, if that is not working, in that case you can uncheck both the boxes and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to, if you are able to launch the game, switch to window or borderless mode and lower down graphics settings. So if you're not able to launch the game, you can skip this step. If you're able to launch the game, then launch the game first. Now once you launch the game, go to the game and then go to options. So go to option on the top and then select graphics settings over here. And then now if resolution is set to 4K over here, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more. Now for display mode, if this is set to full screen, you can try borderless full screen and then check the performance. If that does not work, you can even switch to window mode. Now if the VSync is on, turn it off and then check graphics quality. Now if this is set to highest, you can select high. You can even go for medium or you can even go for low quality and then apply the settings and then check the performance. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. So instead of launching the game from Steam, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files and then make a double click and launch the game from here. If that does not work, make a right click on the game, select properties and then put a check over here which says run this program as an administrator, then click on apply, click on OK and then launch the game. If that does not work, make a right click once again and then again put a check on this box over here and select Windows 8, click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, again this time select Windows 7 over here and then click on apply, click on OK and make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, open red folder, binaries, Win64, do the same thing with this exe file. Make a right click, select properties, put a check on run this program as an administrator, click on apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, this time put a check on over here, select Windows 8, also put a check on disable full screen optimization, click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, this time select Windows 7 from the list, click on apply, click on OK and then make a double click, launch the game. Now still the game is not launching, still you're facing the problem. In that case, you can uncheck all the boxes. So checking the boxes does not help. In that case, you can uncheck all the boxes from here. Also do the same thing with this exe file, make a right click, select properties and uncheck all the boxes and then click on apply, click on OK and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to verify the game file. Now to verify the game file, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to the installed files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files and after the verification, launch the game. So verification will take some time. Once verified, now you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings and then click on privacy and security if you have Windows 10, and then Windows 11. In Windows 11, click on privacy and security, then click on Windows security. If you have Windows 10, you will have update and security option. Click on update and security, then click on Windows security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the end you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. Click on yes to allow, and then click on add an allowed app. Click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So if the game is installed in C drive, open C drive, program file 686. Now open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam apps folder. Open the common folder and then open the game folder. Open the game folder. Select the game exe file, click on open. Once it is added, click on add an allowed app. Once again, browse all apps. This time open the red folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file, click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel and then click on system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Now click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings on the top. Click on allow another app, click on browse, and again go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, select the game exe file, click on open, click on add. In my case, the game is already added. If not added, add it. Again, click on allow another app, click on browse, and this time open red folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file, click on open, now click on add. Once the game is added over here, now click on OK and then launch the game. Next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics card drivers. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website and then select the right product type. So if you have GeForce, select GeForce. Now select the right product series. So make sure that you select your graphic card over here. So for me, it's 30 series. Now select the right graphic card. So whichever graphic card you have, select your graphic card over here. Now if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11 and then click on start search and then scroll down, and over here you can see GeForce Game Ready driver, not the studio but GeForce Game Ready driver. Now this is the latest one right now, that is driver version 546.33. So whichever is the latest, click on get download and then click on download now. And once the download is complete, you have to run this exe file. So let the download complete. Once done, click on the exe file and then you will see this screen. Click on agree and continue and then put a check on the box which says custom. So select custom over here and then click on next. Then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check over here and then click on next and let the installation complete. First of all, it will uninstall the previous version and then it will do a clean installation of the latest version, and after this restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings and click on browse over here and then go to the game installation folder once again and then open the game folder. Select the game exe file and then click on add. Once the game is added over here, click on options, select high performance, click on save. Again click on browse and then open red folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file, click on add, and then once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Now launch the game. Still you're facing the problem, then update your Windows to the latest version. Now this is important. So open Windows settings, go to Windows update or update in security and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, now restart your computer and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in launch options. So make a right click on the game, select properties and then over here type in -DX11 and then launch the game and then check. Now still the game is not launching, still you're facing the problem, then in that case make a right click on the game once again, select properties, and this time type in -dx12 over here, and then launch the game and then check. Still the game is not launching, still you're facing the problem. In that case, remove this, clear it, follow the next step. Now the next step is to delete the save game files. Now before you delete the save game files, let me inform you that you will lose all the game progress. So you have to start everything from scratch. So if you agree, you can delete the save game file. Now for this, open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive, open users folder, and then open your username folder. Now open app data folder. If you don't see app data on the top, click on view, select show, and then put a check on hidden items. You should be able to see app data. In Windows 10, somewhere over here you will see the view option, click on view, then somewhere over here you will find the hidden items box. Put a check on hidden items and you should be able to see app data folder. Open the folder. Now open the local folder. Now over here you can see GBVSR folder. Open this folder, open saved folder, and this is where you can access the save game file. So you simply go back and here you can see GBVSR. You simply make a right click and then click on delete. Now once this is deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and then run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. In my case, it is already installed, so it's telling me to restart my computer. So please ignore the error and then download x64. This is, you have to download both x86 and x64, both are important. So click on the exe file once again and again run the second exe file. Now again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. In my case, it is already installed, so that's why I'm receiving the error. So once it is installed, you will see a restart option like this. So make sure that you restart your computer. Restart is a must. Restart your computer after this, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to, now you can ignore this step which we have already done. If you are able to launch the game, you can switch to window mode and lower down graphics settings. Next step is to disconnect additional controller connected to the computer. So if you have any additional controller, disconnect it. Also, if you have these devices, so if you have any additional USB devices or USB adapter connected which are not using, disconnect it. Disable Steam overlay. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select properties, and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then launch the game. Also close all the other overlay applications. So if the overlay is on in Discord, turn it off. If overlay is on in GeForce Experience, turn it off. So close all the other overlay application and then launch the game. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner, or any kind of overclocking application, so do not overclock and then close overclocking application and then launch the game. Also, if you have any third-party services running, make sure that you close all the third-party services. Make sure only the Steam and the game is running. The rest, close everything, including all your browsers. Also, if you have undervolted computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. To perform clean boot, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services. Make sure that you put a check over here and then click on disable all. In my case, this option is grayed out. I already did it. In your case, this would be highlighted. So make sure that you put a check on hide all Microsoft services first and then click on disable all. Click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and then click on view advanced system settings and then click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 gigabyte. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator, so type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here uh, it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 116 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. so in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. OK. Apply. OK. OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to update your system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo. If you have HP computer, go to HP website. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer and then find the latest BIOS update available and then update the system BIOS. Now make sure when you update the system BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10%. And the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer when you update the system BIOS. Now during the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. And after the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Now if nothing is working, the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So you can uninstall the game. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder and then delete the game folder, restart the computer and then reinstall the game to different drive. So if the game is not installed in C drive, if the game is installed in different drive, external drive, so in that case you can uninstall the game and then reinstall the game to C drive and try to install the game on SSD. If your C drive is SSD, that would be great. So try installing the game to SSD, and if the game is already installed in C drive, in that case you can try to install the game on another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.